Hey Seb, what have we got in the box?
Oh, we've got a Jet JT350 here in butterscotch.
Awesome.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's open the box. Exciting. Oh, that actually looks quite nice.
I mean, first thing is definitely the neck that sticks out to me.
Amazing.
Nice roasted maple neck. Let's get a little first impressions of this.
Yeah, have a sit down.
Nice fret ends. I like the locking tuners.
It's nearly in tune straight out of the box. Pretty cool.
Yep, I mean, I'll take that, but yeah, I'm sure there's a few things that we can have a little adjust on.
So welcome back to All About Guitar. Today we have a Jet JT350 that's come into our possession, and we are going to see what this guitar is like out of the box, and then Seb here is going to give it a nice setup, and then we're going to see what it sounds like afterwards.
Just out of the box, I want to just check a few things. Like, it's nice to just see fret ends, how they come out, and then yeah, once action relief and everything else is done, have a look at the intonation and basically get it playing nicely.
We plugged it in to a Fender Blues Junior, and you've had a bit of a noodle on it so far. What's your first impressions?
Out of the box for a guitar of its price, I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. Fret ends are nice. Setup's not bad. Obviously, there's a few things I'd want to tweak, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Obviously, comes with your bog standard, quite cheap strings, but that's every single guitar that comes straight from factory.
Yeah.
So yeah, get some nicer strings on that. That'll start to ring a bit better.
Awesome.
A bit more on the setup, and then yeah, we're golden.
Cool. So just to let you guys know, we'll be putting D'Addario 10 to 46 gauge strings on this. I think we decided. Yeah. Maybe slightly heavier. We'll have a look, see what happens. But yeah, I like a Telecaster with 10s on. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Whether you've got a preferred sort of string gauge for certain models of guitar, but being a Telecaster style guitar, we'll go with that, I think, and see where we go from there.
No, I think that makes sense. Comes nicely packaged and everything, but as a bit of a bonus, get yourself a jack cable and an Allen key to adjust your truss rod.
Awesome.
Just here, nice and easy.
Excellent.
All right, now I'm going to take it back into the live room, plug it back into the Blues Junior, and see how it sounds with the new strings and new setup. I'm just noticing that it just feels a little bit smoother. The strings feel a little bit more consistent in the height from the fretboard. The action's just like it's got a nice balance going across it. The 10s are definitely making a difference as compared to the 9s. They ring a bit sharp, well, a bit stronger. But as well as that, just because they're a bit nicer strings, they just have that fresh chime to them, and they just sound better. They've got a bit more of a dynamic to them.
Cool.
And yeah, a little bit on the intonation as well. Like, for example, when I was doing the chords to Moving to New York earlier, the just intonation was slightly out, whereas now it sounds as it should.
Cool, awesome.
I mean, to be fair, as you said, it's through the Blues Junior, so that's going to make most things sound good. But the pickups sound nice. We have a bit more of a mess around on the bridge and the neck than we've shown here. But they both sound good, and to be fair, I'm quite impressed for the price point.
We noticed when it was on the bench, obviously locking tuners, which made the string changing a
lot
little bit
easier.
easier. Yeah. How were they quality wise?
I mean, they felt very rigid, very solid, and they've done their job well so far. Obviously, another nice little feature I noticed as well while I was doing the setup. There's holes in the back of the bridge as well, so you can choose between top loading and loading strings from the back.
What difference would that make?
You get a bit more of a resonance, and it's a bit of a deeper sound through the body. Whereas if you just top load it, they're a bit brighter, a bit snappier.
Cool.
It's just a tonal preference really, and a bit of a feel difference.
So here we are back on the sofa with the Jet JT350. Now post setup and post jam through the Fender Blues Junior. So just giving it a bit of a thrashing and just to see what the difference is between pre and post setup. So talk me through your thoughts.
Okay, well, I mean, the thing I noticed the most is the strings. Just having just a higher quality strung on it just really makes it chime and just sound that bit better, and just feels more natural beneath my fingers. Obviously, there's a difference between 9s and 10s as well but I think
so we did go with the D'Addario 10s, right? The MYXL 1052s or 1046 were they?
1046.
1046. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was my prediction from earlier on. I'm glad we went with that. That's my preferred gauge for string on a Telecaster. So. And as most of you will probably know, if you know me and know the channel, I do tend to favour a Telecaster every now and then. So during the setup, what other things did you notice?
Well, I mean, immediately locking tuners made the setup, changing strings just a lot quicker and easier to do.
Really nice, aren't
which
they?
is, yeah, they feel high quality and was a welcome thing to get on a guitar at this price point for sure. Secondly, another thing we noticed on the bridge, you've got the option to either top load or you can string through at the back, which will give you just a little bit of tonal and feel variation, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, smooth setup.
Cool.
Easy enough to do. It did come out of the box feeling quite nice, but there's just a few minor adjustments that have really made that difference. And yeah, just getting it done properly really.
I think the ultimate question here then, really, from your perspective, is if you buy a guitar at this price point, is it worth spending a little bit more on it and just making sure it gets set up and played that little bit better? Like what the adjustments you've made, they're not something I guess players of any sort of level would be able to do themselves. So consulting a workshop or a guitar technician to do those little bits of work really just makes the guitar sing and come to life a little bit more, right? So those things you've done aren't mechanical faults, right? They're things to improve the guitar, which is what we're
just
all about.
Yeah, it's just fine adjustments, and like it's good to get to know what a guitar should feel like as well, because then it just makes everything a lot more cohesive and a lot easier to play. Especially with affordable guitars, not necessarily saying Jet either, but like the setup can vary quite a lot. So sometimes you can get one that was set up quite nicely like this out the box and only need like some tweaks, but you can get ones that need a lot more work, and if you're trying to play that as a beginner especially, it's going to make it harder for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing we noticed straight away out the box is, like you said earlier on, the fret ends, the lack of fret buzz, the actual overall performance of the guitar out the box was great, but obviously making it that little bit better by replacing it with more expensive strings and doing the intonation and checking the action height and stuff like that is what we do. So, I think we were quite lucky in the sense that now we've made a good guitar even better.
No, I mean, I always recommend changing strings with a new guitar, no matter where it's from, to be honest.
Perfect. That's a great thing to say. Awesome. So yeah, this is, like I said earlier on, this is a Jet JT350. So it's not their lower end. It's not their highest price point either. It sits nice comfortably in the middle. So it's a very traditional looking guitar with some modern features. We've got the carves on the back, the roasted maple neck, the locking tuners, but we've still got the traditional features like the Telecaster bridge, the three-way switch, and the volume and the tone without any sort of push-pull or anything like that. It's all very traditional. So yeah, out of the box, great, but that little bit better now we've had some time with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to give it a bit of a before and after. Awesome. So that's it really from us today. I think it's a great little overview for the JT350. One thing I will say is the Jet and Spira range, which is Spira being Jet's sister company, is available from us at All About Guitar. So if it's something you are considering and want to get shipped to us and we give it this setup for you, we're more than happy to do that when you buy one from us. Yeah, and hopefully there's more of these to come, and let us know if there's anything we've missed or anything you would have done differently. And we'll see you again next time. Take it easy.
Catch you soon.
Bye.